Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Now let's move over to the basic structure of HTML. Typically, an HTML declaration starts with a doctype HTML. The doctype declaration defines the document type and the version of HTML, and it must be the very first line in your HTML document before the HTML opening tag, and ensures that the document is parsed correctly by the browser. So we'll talk about this in the future. If you get confused about what I say, I'm using terminology specific to this field of study, and so somehow it might all seem cryptic, difficult to understand in the beginning, but trust me, you would follow through. One concept I always tell people new to learning programming is get confused, get used to the terminologies. If it is your first time, get confused, meaning if you're unable to understand a particular concept, go to Google, go to ChatGPT or any AI tool of your choice and try to do research on it. Now, if you still don't understand what that terminology is, just let it go. It'll all come back in the future, because the longer you stay in a particular subject or topic, the difficult it gets to grasp, and you spend so much time in something that has little or nil significance. Little or nil significance. So if you worry about what a doctype HTML is in the first opening tag, you write ever in your HTML code, I'll tell you for free that I barely typed this thing out, and then you'd see that I barely start my HTML file with this doctype HTML. The specific keyboard combination you could just type on your computer, and voila, this thing pops out for you. And also don't be scared or ashamed of googling. Feel free to Google as much as you can, because we software developers, as much as we write, we also do a lot of googling as well. So I'll move on to the next, which is the continuing the basic structure of HTML, and would see the HTML tag starts with open a bracket, square bracket, and you put the HTML, close the square bracket and tags, and that's the tag. And it's the most important tag in our document because it's the root element, and it contains all the other HTML contents or elements we'll be writing. And we'll further have the head tag, which contains meta information like the title, meta link, style, and script. So that's about that. We've also got the body tag, which contains the content of the HTML document, and this includes text, images, links, tables, and other elements visible to the user. So to recap, HTML elements are the building blocks of HTML pages. An element typically consists of a start tag, content, and an end tag. And an example is, this is how you start a paragraph, how you write a paragraph in HTML. You open the square bracket, you open the bracket, they call it a square bracket, but you open the bracket, put a P in it, and then you write your text, and then you close the bracket as well. And so tags are used to create HTML elements, and most tag comes in pairs, an opening tag and a closing tag. And there are also things called attributes, which provide additional information about HTML elements. They are included in opening tag and come in name and value pairs like ID, class, style, source, and ref for links. Now, I know this might sound a bit strange, but don't worry. In the next video or subsequent one, we would explain this a little bit more. So this is another infographics about the basic structure of HTML. You see, we've got the HTML tag, we've got the HTML head at the top left. Then at the bottom, we have got the body tags, HTML tags, heading tags, article tags, list tags, form tags, table tags, and these are just a few of the schematics there is in HTML5. But for now, in HTML4 and below, we don't have all of this schematics, but it's important for me to just make a few mentioning of it. So as you can see, we've got the hyperlink just at the right. We've got a lot of tags. You basically wouldn't probably stop a lot of this in your head right now, and trust me, it will all come back when we start making good use of this. And that's the excess of this video, to actually teach us in the beginner fashion to get used to what HTML is. And that's it about this video, and in the next video we will talk about div classes. Now, I know it's a lot of talk and we haven't started coding, but yes, it is important for me to touch this basics. And even though it might sound strange and you might basically not understand everything pulling out of my mouth, trust me, with time it will all come back. It will all make sense. Alright, so that's it about that. See you on the next video. Bye bye.